Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to be talking about one of the best AI photo editing tools that you can use as a photographer. Now, this AI editing tool is very good if you are a photographer or if you are editing many images. Let's say, for example, you shoot a wedding picture and the image is about 100 pictures, but you don't have time and you want to move to other projects very quickly and you want your image to look perfect. I think Evoto is the best AI photo editing tool for you, as you can edit multiple pictures in a short period of time. So for this video, we are going to be talking about some of the new features in Evoto AI, like the stray hair remover, yes, which is one of the new features, and there are some other new features also that has been added to this AI photo editing tool. While some of the old feature, you can see all the skin retouching and the rest, and as a photographer is very important. So we are going to be touching 3 images in this video. So for this first image, we are going to be touching the background. For the second image, we'll be touching the skin and the hair. And this last image, we'll be doing some color grading and sky replacement. So for the first image we are going to be retouching is this image. So once you click on your image, but before then, let's say you want to import your image into Evoto, we can click on this home area and you can then select your project. You can just select your project and name your project. But for me, I don't have time for all these things. I used to just go to this area, to my folder section. And if I go to my folder section, I can just drag the image. Let's say, for example, I can drag this image into Evoto app. So once we just drag this image into it, it's just going to automatically load our image for us and it's just going to show on the app. Then you can start editing once your image has been loaded into Evoto AI app. So this is one of the easiest way you can use to load your image. So let's just go back and we are going to be working on this project. So I'm just going to double click on the project to allow it to open. So once the project has opened, the first image we are going to be working on is this image. So for this first image, we are going to be touching the hair. To start retouching the hair, like in a very quick way, you have to look at the right hand area of your screen. So once you look at it, you are going to see these features, these tools under Evoto AI. You are going to see color adjustments, you will see portrait retouching, you will see background adjustments, you will see clothes accessories touch up, which is to make your clothes in your image to look good, and it's one of the new features that has been added. You are going to also see crop. So we are going to be selecting portrait retouching. So I'm just going to click on this portrait retouching. Under portrait retouching, we are going to go to hair. So once I've clicked on the hair, I'm just going to scroll down to hair remover. Okay, remove stray hair. But before then, I'm just going to zoom in my image. You can zoom in your image by scrolling on your mouse. Once you scroll, you are just going to zoom in or zoom out, or you can go to this area and select 5% to zoom out, or you select 50% to zoom in. So once I've zoomed in, I'm just going to increase this remove stray hair. Just look at the screen and watch what will happen to our image. So once I start dragging this remove stray hair to be around 100, just watch what will happen at this area. You are going to see that it will automatically fix or remove the stray hair from our image. This is the before, this is the after. Let's zoom in the image. This is the before, this is the after. Let's go to this area also. Let's zoom in. This is the before, this is the after. You can see that it has automatically removed the stray hair from the image and the image is now looking more perfect. And there are some other areas of this hair retouching. you can see these hair gaps, you can see hair canal top, you can see hairline, you can see whitening figure outlines and the rest. So let's just try some of these features under this hair. Let's increase hair gaps to see what will happen. And we are also going to increase this hair canal top. But there's what I noticed about this area. If we increase this hair canal top, you can see these areas of the hair is just going to be increasing. The upper part of the hair, you can see what's happening on our image. Let's just leave it to be 0. And this hairline, if you want to increase the hairline or you want to decrease the hairline, you can use this area, this feature on this area. Okay, let's increase the hairline and you can see what will happen. The hairline is just going to increase, but if you reduce the hairline is just going to reduce. So we are going to leave it to be around 0. So now we are done with the hair retouching for this image. Let's look at the before and the after. You can see that our image is now looking more better than before. So hair remover is not only the feature in this Evoto AI. We have blemishes remover. So under this blemishes remover, you are going to see freckle. So if we increase this freckle area, let's just increase it and look at the skin of our image. Just observe the skin of the image and you will see what will happen to the image. This is the before and this is the after. Just ignore this hair removal tool, this hair remover, and look at the spots or the scars on the image and you will see what's happening to the skin. This is the before and this is the after. You can see that there were pimples on her face before. So after we increase this freckle area, this remove freckle, it's just remove the scars and everything on her face. So if you want to be quick while removing the scars on the face, you just have to increase this freckle area. Just increase it to 100 and just leave it and it's just going to do the work for you. Like I said, the remove freckle, this area is used to remove the spots, as in those pimples on your images, like on the skin of the image. So if you leave it to 100, it's just going to remove everything and make it disappear. So we are going to go to the next area, which is the next feature, which is the skin retouching. So let's collapse this area to open the skin retouching. So under the skin retouching, we are going to be looking at the skin smooth face, as in the smooth face skin. So the smooth face skin bracket, dodge and burn, you can use this to make the skin to look amazing. And some other features are the face skin smoothing, the body skin smoothing, the unique body complexion. So now we are just going to be increasing some of these retouching tools, as in some of this feature under the skin retouching. So let's increase this smooth face skin to be around, let's say 58, and I'm just going to increase this our face skin smoothing to be around 70, and let's increase the body skin smoothing also because we want to make the body skin to look amazing. So let's increase it to 70. And now let's look at the before and after. This is the before, this is the after. Let me zoom in the image. This is the before and this is the after. You can see that the skin is now looking more better than before. You can see the before, the skin is looking rough, and it's not nice. You can see some kind of spots and the skin is not looking good. So this is the after we have applied the skin retouching on the image. You can see the skin is now looking better. Another thing is that you can choose to leave it to be 0. You can choose to increase it depending on how you feel it will make your image more good. If you feel like you want to increase it to be around 100, you can leave it to be 100. If you want it to be around 73, you can leave it to be around 73. Some people don't like much retouching on their image, but I'm the kind of person that I like my image to look more better. I like my image to look more smooth and more nice, because some clients or some customers like their image like that. Most of the clients like their image like that. So I'm just going to leave it to 78, 77, 73. Now this is the before and this is the after. You can see that our image is now looking better. Remember, we have done the remove stray hair, as in we have done the hair retouching, we have done the remove blemishes. Now we are under the skin retouching area. If you go to this next area, you're going to see unified body complexion. So the reason I like this unified body complexion is that it unifies the complexion of the body. So let's click on this area to read about this unified body complexion. You're going to see originally called unified complexion. This function can help to unify skin tone and face complexion, dealing with a variety of problems related to uneven skin tone. For example, some parts of the skin will look dark while some parts of the skin will look light. You can use this unified body complexion to unify the complexion for the image. So I've increased it to be 74. So once you increase it to 74, it's just going to match the body complexion of your image. So this next area is the skin color. You can change the skin color. Do you want your skin color to look lighter? If you click on this area, you'll see it will make the skin color to look light. You can decrease the amount. This is the before, this is the after, or you can make the skin color to look more dark. This is the more dark skin color, as in the skin tone. This skin color, you can change the skin tone using this skin color area. So I'm just going to make it to look light. Let's decrease it. This is the before, this is the after, and let's leave the amount to be 15. So I'm just going to leave the amount to be at 15, but I think the skin color was better before, so I'm just going to remove the skin color. But if you want to make the skin color to look more dark, you can select this area. So let's just make it to look dark. So I'm just going to leave it to be around 50. I think 50 is better. This is the before and this is the after. You can also change the skin color to any of these colors that are under the skin color. You can select any of this color and it's just going to make the skin to look more amazing. So now under this temperature and the rest, okay, the skin radiance, this rosy complexion, this temperature, you can use it to make your image to look more, let's say more orange or more blue, or let's say more cool or more high. You can increase the temperature of your image or of your skin. If you increase the temperature to be around 31, the temperature of the skin is just going to increase, or you can reduce the temperature of your skin and it's just going to make the skin to look more blue, but it will make the skin to look better. I like to reduce the temperature of my skin or the skin of the image, so I'm just going to leave it to -6. So the next feature that we'll be checking is this facial expression. So I'm just going to click on this facial expression and look at this gentle smile. This gentle smile, I like this feature also. So let's increase this gentle smile and look at what is happening to the lips. It's going to make the image to look more happy. You can leave it to be around 0. If it's at 0, your image is just going to look normal. And if you increase the gentle smile, it's just going to make the lips to look more happy. This is the before, this is the after. Just look at the lips of the image. This is the before, this is the after. You can increase it to be, let's say, 40 or 35. Let's leave it to be around 50. So this is the before, this is the after. You can see that the image is now looking more good. Our image is looking amazing because she's smiling in the image. So we are done with the gentle smile. You can see other features like this stitch touch up. You can see face reshape, but I'm not going to be touching that in this video. This next feature we are going to be talking about is the eyes. Now we are going to be editing the eyes brightness. we are going to be removing the red veins. Let's increase the eyes brightness and watch what will happen to the eyes if you increase the brightness. This is the before, this is the after. Just focus on only the eyes. This is the before, this is the after. You can see that it has brightened the eyes for us. Now we can remove these red veins from the eye. It's just going to help remove all those red spots and red veins from the eye. This is the before and this is the after. You can see that the eyes is now looking more amazing than before. So under the sketch light, okay, this indoor, this general. Let's select this indoors under the sketch light and look at what will happen to the eyes. Let's click on this one. Watch what's happening to the eyes. Just watch this dark spot of the eyes and see what's happening to the eyes. You can use this under the sketch light to kind of make the eyes to look more better. This general. It's just going to make the eyes to look more real and more amazing. So I'm just going to select this 0.5. So let's leave it to 0.5. And you can increase the amount also. This is the before and this is the after. And let's just reduce it to be around 41. And we are done with this eye editing. So I'm done with this image. I want to move to the next image. That I'm going to be editing. But before we move to the next image, let's look at the before and the after for all what we have done on this particular image. This is the before, this is the after. Let's zoom in the image. This is the before and this is the after. So the next image that we are going to be touching is this image. So for this image, we are going to be touching the background of the image. But before we start editing this image, let's move to the old image that we edited. Let's say, for example, you want to save your editing, as in you want to put your editing in order many pictures you have. Let's say you did 100 photo shoots and you are done with only one picture, as in one picture. You don't have to go through all the stress of entering all these features one by one. Instead, you can save your editing as a preset. So you can save your editing as a preset and import a new picture. And once you import that new picture, you can click on the preset at this area. You can see my preset. You will see Dirty Studio. You can see my saved preset, Dirty Studio. So you can click on this preset and it's just going to automatically edit your image. And let's say the AI tool is just going to do it for you. It's just going to edit your image for you using those settings that you already saved. This is the edited image. So we want to save this editing as a preset. So I'm just going to click on Save Preset. And once you click on this Save Preset, you're just going to open this new preset area. This preset name, we want to rename it to Evoto 111 under the group of Dirty Studio. So the preset type, we are going to select combination. So once you select combination for the preset type, it's just going to mark all this area here. It's just going to mark AI retouching. And I won't advise you should mark crops. Don't mark crop. So you can select portrait. If you select portrait, it's just going to save only the portrait retouching, as in only the portrait retouching feature. So I'm just going to select combination. So you can select combination, but don't select the crop. Now you can click save and watch what will happen after you save it. After you save it, you can go to your presets, click on this area, go to my preset. Under the group, you are going to see this Evoto 111 and you are going to see what's happening. So let's say, for example, I want to remove this editing from this image and show you how this particular preset work. Let's press Ctrl Z to go back. So I'm just going to press Ctrl Z to go back to the original way the image was before. So I'm trying to remove all the editing from this particular image to then click on the preset to show you how it will affect the image. So this is the original image without any of the editing. So now I'm just going to click on this preset that we save, which is the Evoto 111. So once I just right click on it, and allow it to load. If you look under this area, you are going to see processing. Depending on how fast your network is, it's just going to process it very quickly, and you will see the result. This is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after, and you can see it has done all the editing that we did before in just 1 second, or let's say 2 seconds. So in just 1 second, we have done this editing that will take you many hours in other applications, but in this Evoto, we have done this particular editing in just 1 second, and this is one of the great use of saving your editing as a preset. So let's go to the next image, which is this image. So for this image, we are going to be editing the background, but before we edit the background, we want to load the preset for this old picture. Let's say we want to do the editing of this old picture on this image. So I'm just going to load this preset here to kind of adjust the skin and the face, so the image will be looking better when we are editing the background, because the image is now looking more better because we have added the presets on this image. Let's say we have moved those editing from this image to this other image. Look at the before and the after. So now let's start editing the background. And to start retouching the background, we are going to go to this area, which is the background adjustment. So you see clean solid background, you see color branding remover, you see background enhancement. Let's say you want to enhance the color of the background. You see headshot background changer, you see sky replacements and the rest. So we are not going to be touching sky replacements for this particular image because there is no sky. You can see no sky detected, and the Evoto AI didn't detect any sky in our image. So we are only going to be editing the background of this image. So look at this background of the image. Ignore this Evoto symbol on the image. Once you save your image, it's not going to show. This Evoto logo is not going to show on your image, so ignore it. So this clean solid backdrop is used to automatically clean the solid backdrop for your image. Let's say the backdrop is dirty. Let's say you did a full photo shoot and the background is not looking neat, it's looking very dirty because you didn't have time to clean the background, or it's a very old background, just like this one, that there are some colors in the background, dark and light spots, and it's not looking clean. We can just click on this clean solid backdrop, and once you click on it, allow it to load, and you are just going to see that it will automatically clean the solid backdrop for us. This is the before, this is the after. You can see that the solid backdrop is now better than before. This is the before, this is the after. Watch where I'm showing you. Watch this area of the backdrop, before, the after. And this is one of the best use of this clean solid backdrop. So this backdrop enhancement, you can use it to enhance the backdrop of your image. It will enhance the colors. Let's look at the use at this area. You will see these two automatically enhance the background color of an image by using artificial intelligence to adjust the saturation and the contrast of the image. So there's no need of enhancing this particular background. Now, if you want to change the background for your portrait picture or for the headshot picture, you're going to see different backdrop. Let's click on more. You're going to see many different backdrop. You can either import your own into this area. Let's say you can import it from, let's say, the backdrop that you save on the internet or your own personal backdrop. You can import it into this area. You can select the recommended backdrop by Evoto. So Evoto has recommended some backdrop for you. Let's click on this fabric blue. So once you click on this fabric blue, this is the before, this is the after. You can click on this and you can see the results. You can go up to click on black and you can see the result. I think black is looking good. This is the before, this is the after. So if you don't like any of this recommended backdrop, you can import your own from your folder or from your file into Evoto app, and it will just automatically replace the backdrop of the headshot. We want to move to the next image, so we are going to be showing you the sky replacement and let's say the color grading. So I'm just going to click on this next image. This is this next image, and this image is already edited, but the things that we're going to be touching has not yet been done on this image. Before we start changing the sky or before we replace the sky of this particular image, I want to show you something. So I'm just going to click on this area, which is clothes and accessories touch up. So once you click on this clothes accessories touch up, you are going to see some features like this. The wrinkled clothing is going to remove the wrinkles from the clothes. Okay, look at this clothes now. As in some of the parts of the clothes, it has wrinkles on it and it's not looking nice. But if you increase the wrinkle clothing, if you increase it and just allow it to load, you are going to see what will happen to the clothes. So look at the before, this is the after. Under the background adjustment, you are going to see the sky replacement. And as you can see that the sky replacement has been dictated. Evoto has dictated a sky in this image. So now we can replace the sky of our image. So if you click on my backdrop, you can upload the sky that you save from the internet. Let's say you save a sky from the internet. You can click on this my backdrop, click on this plus area, and you can upload the sky that you save. But I didn't save any sky because I want to use the sky Evoto has recommended for me. So I'm just going to click on recommended and you're going to see different kind of sky. You're going to see bright blue sky. I don't want the bright blue sky. So I'm just going to click on the blue sky. And once I click on the blue sky, I'm just going to select this one, this 02, and look at the results before, the after. So don't forget, Evoto app is free while you are editing your images, but before you save your image or to export your image, that's when you have to pay for the credits, or you have to pay before then. And if you don't pay, it's not going to export the images. And this plans or the pricing is very cheap. Let's go to this our area here. If we go to our browser, under this browser, you're going to see pricing. But one thing is that it's not just 5 free credits, because Evoto has promised all my subscribers or all the people watching this video that you're going to get 30 extra credits. 30 extra credits according to Evoto. If you click the link in the description of this video, you are going to get 30 extra credits if you use the link to download Evoto and to register. So some of these other pricing are, let's say, standard 5%. You can see the price is just complicated for that application, but for Evoto, the price is very simple. It's very cost efficient also. You can save money while using this Evoto, and you can save time, which is the most important thing for we, the professional retouchers and the professional photographers. It just help you to save time as a professional. Don't forget also, click the link in the description of this video. Click the link in the description of the video and you're going to get 30 free credits. And we are done with this tutorial. Thank you for watching. If this video was very helpful to you, subscribe for more videos. Turn on notifications so YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video, and leave a like to help the channel out.